A wealthy heir paid 20 million euros to live in an underground bunker, only to discover it felt more like a prison. Because on the basketball court, he found a headset a staff member had accidentally left behind. After putting on it, he was shocked to hear his father's voice. The highly intelligent Max immediately realized the staff had been monitoring them in real time. Before he could keep listening, the control center detected something unusual and immediately cut off the headset's signal. But that action only made Max even more certain that the surveillance system throughout the bunker was truly meant to monitor every resident. Soon the staff came to retrieve the headset. Max handed it over without hesitation. The control center assumed he suspected nothing. Little did they know, Max had already decided to uncover the bunker's hidden secrets. The background noise in the headset sounded like it came from a bar, so Max headed there. Sure enough, he found his father talking with someone. But here's the question: how was the bunker able to monitor everyone in real time? At that moment, Max noticed the wristband on his father's arm. It was the device everyone received. When they first entered the bunker, the staff claimed the wristband was used to monitor vital signs, to ensure everyone's health. But if it contained a listening device, it could monitor everyone 24 hours a day. On top of that, the bunker also collected their palm prints and voice prints, claiming it was necessary to activate the AI assistant in every room. But what if the AI also contained hidden cameras? Then everyone's privacy would be completely exposed. So Max directly questioned the AI in his room.
Roxanne, are you watching me?
Observational capabilities are not part of my design, but I am able to hear you. How may I help you?
Max became convinced that the system was designed for surveillance. To be safe, he hid under the blanket and secretly tried to take the wristband apart. But the wristband was incredibly sturdy and impossible to open. Since that didn't work, Max stopped pretending. He went straight to Administrator Anna's office and confronted her face to face, asking why they were monitoring every resident. Faced with the accusation, Anna remained completely calm. She explained that hundreds of people had been living underground together for years, and conflicts were inevitable, so the bunker had no choice but to monitor everyone, to maintain safety and order. Although Anna's explanation sounded flawless, Max didn't believe a word of it, because he came here not to question the surveillance. Before leaving, he deliberately knocked over Anna's laptop. While she bent down to pick it up, he quickly slipped a notebook off her desk. As it turned out, stealing the notebook had been Max's real objective all along. Max knew he couldn't escape the bunker alone, so he needed an accomplice. His ex-girlfriend's younger sister, Asia, was also living in the bunker at that moment. As the only medical student there, she had free access to the medical room and could use the equipment and tools inside. If he could get her help, they would have a chance to escape here. Max found Asia, using an excuse that he needed to talk, and brought her into the bathroom. It turned out he had already observed the entire bunker and discovered that only the bathroom had no cameras and no AI system, making it the only relatively safe place. He didn't speak properly, instead he wrote what he wanted to say on paper. Then he pointed at his wristband, and then picked up Asia's wristband. Asia immediately understood that what was truly monitoring them was the wristband itself. Max knew that the control center was still listening at that moment, so they had to speak normally. He deliberately confessed to Asia, saying he had fallen in love with her after arriving in the bunker. The control center actually believed it, but they didn't know that Max had already used written notes to tell Asia the full escape plan. After the plan was set, the two left the bathroom as if nothing had happened and returned to their rooms separately. Then Asia retrieved tools from the medical room and came to Max's room as planned. Max said the bunker constantly claimed the surface was filled with nuclear radiation, but without seeing it for themselves, no one could know whether it was true or not. Therefore, he had already prepared a complete escape plan and decided to act that night to make the plan work. The two first cut the AI system's network cable. The circuit instantly shorted, and the system for self-protection was forced to shut down automatically. Before surveillance could recover, they immediately used surgical blades to cut off the wristbands. Then Max used knowledge from chemistry class to build a makeshift bomb using a thermos flask and installed it on the power distribution box. As the coil continued heating, 2 minutes later, the bomb detonated on time. As the bomb exploded, the bunker's main power was instantly destroyed, and the entire facility fell into chaos. And this was the opportunity Max had been waiting for. He immediately pressed the button, lowering the emergency staircase to the upper level, and stepped onto the escape route without hesitation. After reaching the upper level, Max appeared in front of the reception desk. He had already prepared a tranquilizer needle, and successfully took down the receptionist. Then, using the staff member's palm print, he opened the locker room door and obtained a protective suit. Meanwhile, the control center finally restored surveillance, but when they saw the footage again, Max had already put on the protective suit and entered the decontamination chamber, leading to the surface. Anna immediately sent people to chase him, but they were still too late. Max opened the surface access door and stepped into the elevator leading to the surface. Security guards desperately fired to stop him, but all bullets were blocked by the elevator's bulletproof glass. Everyone could only watch helplessly as he slowly rose toward the surface. As the elevator continued ascending, Max noticed the lake water outside was not as murky as he had seen before. Even so, he still could not be sure whether nuclear radiation truly existed on the surface. Max held his breath and slowly turned the bunker door. The next second, what he saw completely stunned him. The outside world was bright and sunny, with birds singing and flowers blooming, and there was no sign of any apocalypse. As sunlight fell on Max's face, the first season of Billion Dollar Bunker officially came to an end. A top-tier scam team built the underground bunker, trying to deceive wealthy elites around the world, to execute an unprecedented global scam. But no one expected that a small mistake would bring the entire plan to the brink of collapse. In the next season, how will Anna try to regain control and continue maintaining this century-scale deception?